Hello, my name is Matthew Garner, and today I'll be talking about the importance of voting and why there is a lack of voting. So, we as the people have always had the power to make change with our votes and voice our opinion through votes, which is why it's important to vote. And most people today do not vote for multiple reasons, the main one being people do not believe that their votes matter, which ends up being like millions of votes that people do not use. Today I'll be talking about three main points, and the first one being the lack of voting in the younger generation, the second one being the importance of voting, and the third one on doing your research before voting and so you have knowledge of what you're voting for. So first I'll talk about the lack of voting in the younger generation. A study done by the United States Census in 2017, only 46% of people that are registered to vote in the ages of 18 to 29 voted in the last couple elections. And while 70% of registered voters from 45 and up have been voting, essentially this means that the younger generation are being outvoted by the older generations, and they're making all the decisions for us. I've also noticed that from my own experience, there's a lot of younger generations, and including my friends and classmates, that I can see that care about what's going on in the world today, so we should all take advantage of that and use our vote to make the change or that we want happen. A study done by Carnegie in 2019, there are a lot of obstacles that are keeping people from voting, one of which being the reduced early voting time. A lot of people use this because they can't make it to the polls due to work or whatever they have going on, and with that reduced, people are rushing to get to early voting. There are also shorter times to go to the polls, making it harder for people to make it to the polls in time to vote. And from asking a lot of people that I see in my daily life, such as customers and friends and family, there are a lot of people believe that there have been a lot of bad candidates in the last couple elections, so they do not feel like voting on them, which is another reason, unfortunately. There are millions of people not voting, and if you take those millions of votes and they actually voted, it could change the outcome for one candidate and just change the election completely. And now I'll talk about why it is important to vote. We all have the right to vote unless you're a convicted felon, which is our right. No one can take that away from you, so you have nothing to lose. I mean, might as well vote. If you strongly believe in something and having a policy put into place, or something changed, or you feel something is outdated, this is your way to make that change, is by voting. Not only that, is with your vote, you're setting up what's going to happen for the next generations and for this country.